Hello my fellow Ghoul Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are back with the fourth and final episode of Stories Untold. Now in the last video, we ended up playing episode 3, the station process, and we ended up learning the name of our main character. Throughout all of these episodes, we've been playing as a character known as James Aition. And James Aition has been going through various scenarios so far, like going back to his childhood home and finding out that it was nothing more than broken, experimenting on random hearts to find an alien technological species, and also working as a station worker in the Arctic, well, pretty much Greenland, essentially, until these weird machine/alien-looking things come down. And now we are at episode 4, the last session, so let's get into it. Episode 4, the last session. A patient undergoes hypnotic regression therapy to uncover the truth behind his incarceration in the facility. Let's get into it. Let's roll that Stories Untold intro, shall we? Okay, here we go.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Wait, what? Hey, you paused my show. What are you doing? That is the doctor from the second one. He sounds oddly familiar.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Puzzles. Stories Untold. Oh, it's like a show in this universe. So Stories Untold is actually a show that he's watching. Okay. So that puts into question, like, is everything that we've seen real, or is it fake?
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Okay. Oh, so James is the one in the facility. Okay, gotcha. Because we're playing as James through all the episodes, so it only makes sense it's him. Okay.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
I wouldn't say that. No hospital has ever felt like home to me.
Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
Good. Sounds good. I love that idea, very much so.
Just in here.
Okay. I'm obviously in a wheelchair.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Wow. There's some really good sound design in this game. Like, I can hear his footsteps literally fading off into the distance. That's interesting.
Right, Mr. Aition, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe we're ready. Okay, I'm being recorded. I guess I'll hit record. Okay.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading.
I knew it!
And in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Aition.
Okay.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
What kind of accident?
In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly.
Okay.
Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Fair enough. Okay. Whoa.
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Oh, it's the little aliens from the second episode. Okay. Let's go in. Ooh. Oh, we're back in episode 3.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss
Okay.
it.
Oh, I get how this is going. So we're like replaying all of the episodes in like one game. Arrived on scene, discover 2 cars had been involved. Head-on-head collision. Mr. Aition found lying down outside vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance immediately called. His passenger, it was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition. From wounds sustained in the collision, the driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noted that there was a strong smell of whiskey coming from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Aition was questioned on the scene. He descended into an oncoming. He described an oncoming sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Aition's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Oh! Okay, so he was involved in a car accident, and Aition survived, but his sister... So James survived, but his sister didn't. I believe, if I remember correctly from episode 1, his sister's name was Jennifer. Yeah, his sister's name was Jennifer from episode 1. So there's certain things that are coming back. Alright. So let's get to the signal, shall we? 5610. Okay. Keep going up.
It's 20F. 12. 19.
19.
86.
86.
23.
23.
04.
04.
Type in the numbers, James.
Oh.
See this. This is...
Type in the numbers, James. You have to see this. Dang. Okay. Okay. Conference word. Code word. Report. Line 1. 20F-fatal accident. Okay. Oh, I get it. 20F. Space. Dash. Space. Fatal accident. Empty whiskey. Out of... Is that the last 2? Empty whiskey and out of control? I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Yeah, because those are the only 2 that like have stuff by them indicating that's what we use. Alright, let's see. Okay. Empty whiskey. 3. Out of control. Let's see if that's it. Yep, it is. Oh, okay. Analyzing file. Processing. Searching.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices.
Audio archive.
You have
Recording
to face
officer.
it, James.
NS1 Officer Williams
Finally.
interview. 7000 FM. Okay.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Oh, okay, so one of the corresponding Officer Williams, he knew the Hennings dude. Okay, so because Hennings was an ex-officer of 20 years. This doesn't make sense to you. Yeah, it's not making much sense to me either. Alright, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause real quick. Oh wow, this whole changed. Breathed, help. Sometimes you do things wrong. Get out, get out, get out. Get out of the car. Oh, that's from episode 1 too. Keep going, you have to read what they said. Vibration. Give up, a coward. But anyway, we're gonna play this out to the end and see like what actually happened. You stepped into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned and your vision is blurry. Okay. We can't play that. Oh, there's a tape here. Let's listen to this.
He has quite an imagination, Mr. Aition. I guess it's from the shows he's been watching. This time he described an A&E visit as a government conspiracy, some sort of lab. It's interesting stuff, and it's obviously pure fiction, but I guess it's just his way of coping for now. We'll see how we progress in future sessions.
Okay, so Dr. Alexander Leading, you tense up, someone else is here. Okay, so Dr. Alexander Leading, he is the one monitoring James, and he is noting that all of these stories are fiction and it's not what actually happened, but James is making up these stories either as a way to cope, he says, so probably for his sister's death, I would assume, or maybe the death of the officer that he killed, and also maybe that these stories that he's making up could be the result of his coma or his mind just being purely overridden with guilt. Let's listen to this one.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Aition, although I fear it will certainly not be his last.
Okay.
When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
Okay, so my theory is starting to become a little correct that the sessions, that everything we have played through in this game is 100% fake. It's falsified. It's fabricated to, like, the highest degree. Okay. Well, there's another tape here. Let's listen to this one.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Oh. Huh, okay, interesting. So so I was right about that. So his sister did die in the car next to him. Okay. Because he also hit Hennings as well. Wait. You wash your hands, but in this place it feels pointless. Oh, right. Pre-surgery. I'm just checking out all the rooms. You spent most of your waking moments in here. Yeah, Stories Untold, there's the thing. That's right, the only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. Okay, so I'm right. So in the world of Stories Untold is actually a TV show that James is watching. It's not like the real events, but obviously in our world, it's the game that we're playing. I know there's a tape in here. Yeah, here it is. Here's the tape.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Ah. Okay, so Williams didn't want to believe that his buddy Hennings was drunk and he's like standing firm on that ground. He believes 100% it is James who caused all of this. The waiting area is dark, you feel the presence. Okay. I'm just kind of checking all these doors. I'm not saying they all lead to somewhere, but, you know, let's go. Something breathes on your neck standing over you. Well, there's a light here. You feel the dread of pit in your stomach. Oh. Whoa.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency
ward. This is episode 2.
The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
Joules. Amp to 10.
Come on.
Bro, I am trying. You're rushing me, bro. I know I gotta turn on TV. Oh, here we go.
Clear. 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Dang. Oh, so I'm like
No
operating on
reaction for the
myself.
first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
200 joules. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm like operating on myself at this point.
Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
I know, bro. Shut up.
Clear.
I got it. Ooh. Dang. That's not right.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360. Charge full.
360. My goodness. They're gonna kill me. I'm gonna die.
Come on, 360. Hurry.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Clear.
Ugh, my lord. I should be dead by all means.
Would you look at that?
Oh, I'm alive.
It seems we have a pulse.
Yeah.
Rhythm is stable. We need to...
Okay, so this makes a lot more sense. So what he was... Okay, so the lab thing, he wasn't... I would say that's the only one that he's not imagining. Because obviously, like here, it's like his operation of them trying to bring him back to life. But the only thing that was fabricated about the whole thing was that the alien, the AI, artificial intelligence, alien species came out of that weird heart we were operating on. So that's the only thing that's fabricated about this story, but I would say this one's pretty much the most realist one. So he was remembering his reawakening, essentially, from his coma.
Run an X-ray right away.
X-ray.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
No, I'm powering it up. Here it comes.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
The drill?
The drill, please.
Yeah, I switched on the drill. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You've made excellent progress. You're doing great.
Oh my goodness.
Stay calm and try to relax.
No, you guys are gonna drill into my soul.
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Yeah, I'm closing my eye. Oh, that's not right. That's crazy. They drilled into his brain. Duh. Oh, now I'm back at home, playing The House Abandoned again. So I'm assuming this is going to show us, like, all of the prequel events. 2205. The House Abandoned. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month treat abroad with your friends. Mom, Dad, your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Oh, okay, so there's a New Year's Eve party, and he's about to leave for a 6-month trip. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Look at the friends. All of your friends, all friends of Mom and Dad, the youngest probably twice your age. Look at the games. They are tightly stored out of harm's way. Look at the hallway. There's nothing unusual about it. Okay. Let's drink. Talk. Talk, friends. You exchange pleasantries. Nod, smile, nod, smile. Okay. Let's go to the hallway. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned almost on every horizontal surface, stairs leading up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Look around. Same as ever, stairs, a door to the living room, door to the kitchen. Look at the beer. Bottles of beer and half-drunken glasses of wine. Alright, look at the banner. Bon voyage, James. Finally, not the family disappointment. Well, let's look outside. There's nothing unusual about that. No. Let's go to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people, loud. There are drinks and food on the table. The party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast with 6 piled on the table, although no one is eating it. Let's look around. Let's see. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Look at the fridge. There is nothing unusual. Let's look at the roast. It looks great. Alright, let's look at the beer. There's nothing unusual. Okay. Look at the writing. What's the writing say? There's nothing unusual about it. How about we look at the utility room? The utility room door is unlocked. That's odd. Let's talk. Let's look at Jen. So Jen's signaling. Your sister is calling you over to talk. Okay. So talk to Jen. She's too far away and the room is too loud. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. Yes, obviously. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up, she asks you to get her a drink. Pour drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks you if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Yes, of course. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family really gone out their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not F up so much. She's going to miss you. You are going to miss her. She walks away. Jen disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approved faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink. Oh, beer. Drink the beer. Okay. You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Do we drink more? Read. I want to know what the writing says. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Okay. How about go... Let's go to the utility room, because we've never gotten to go in there. That was always the room with the red X. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks, a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There was a bottle with a ribbon and a card on it. Look at the bottle. It's a gift from Dad. I think there is a card next to it. Look at the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a 25-year-old bottle of double malt. You really shouldn't, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you. There must be hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You must really thank your dad for the whiskey. Drink the whiskey! Obviously. You take a swig. It's probably the best and the strongest you've ever tasted. Just wow. We're gonna go back to the kitchen. Because there's really nothing else on. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. Oh, jeez. You step out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give a thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go to Dad. Let's talk to Dad. He tells you he is proud of you and go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Let's talk to Mom. See what she has to say. She's in the other room, singing your praises. Let's go to Jen. See what she has to say. Sorry, I don't really understand. Let's Talk to Jen again. You can't see Jen. She must have moved through the hall. Okay, so we're gonna go see what she's doing. Go to the hallway. You go back out into the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way, you make it to the hall. Stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Talk to Jen. What the heck? She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Talk to her. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with her tears. Bro, talk to her. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sorry. Bro. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's her face. Oh, from when the accident happened, because she died in the accident. Oh, this isn't good. Dad, I'm trying to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Aition, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Oh,
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Aition, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
Oh, no.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see him. Oh. So when the computer says I don't understand, it's the voice of his mother. You are standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Sure, we'll talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. Talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. Look for keys. You need to look for them. It must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Let's try the living room. Living room. Alright. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs, having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Let's talk to Mom. You immediately start to appear. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Talk to Mom. Oh, he's going to America. So where is this? Where's this game take place? Does this take place in our country? Look around. Coffee table. Look in the jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha, car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Okay. So let's go back to the hallway. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Alright, that was easy. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Oh, this is the whiskey. It's the whiskey taken in. Go outside. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket now. There's a dusting of snow around you. You step down from the porch. Your yard extends around the back of the house, and your car sits at the front of the house. Okay, let's go to the car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe use the keys in your hand. Use the keys. Fumbling with the car, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key inside. She tells you it's for when you return. Look. Slip the note. The note is from your dad. It reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You need to fire up the generator around back and power the lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Oh, this was a note from the first episode. Okay, so it repeats. Okay, the car is freezing. Both you and Jen have your seats put on and ready to go. It's time to go. Okay. Turn. Keys. You try and turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your hand. Turn. Oh, use keys. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Okay. And use the keys. Take the key out and put it back in. Trying to make sure it's in. Okay. Now turn the keys. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Okay, drive. Car. Drive the car. Car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Oh. Use brake. Oops. Hesitantly release the handbrake. Alright. Now drive car. Put the car in gear and out the driveway. Like the first time driver, you really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk on the road, towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Go right? I don't know. You don't want to, but you better ask Jen for directions. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arms to the left. It's left, of course. Go left. Okay. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel as powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Use brake. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm, yelling at you, crazy. Crazy sister. It's strange. There is a set of headlights coming directly at it, but really slow, like in slow motion. Use the brake, use the brake, use the brake, use the brake. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There is no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside.
James, for fuck's sake, pull over!
The whole world turns around you as you begin to scream. Uh-oh. Ooh! Oh, nice. That's cool. I love the effects on that.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse.
Wow.
Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. It impact into another car. Has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Oh, there's the alien. Car door. You can't move your seatbelt. Okay. Use seatbelt. Let's get out. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of the car. Okay. Use car door. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall on your knees and ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings you pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey, and your dad's note. Flashing lights are approaching in the distance. Hide the whiskey. Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it and will link it to you. Plant the whiskey. When lights approaching closer, you hear the shrill singing sound. You simply cannot go to jail with this. You clean the bottle, remove your connection with the whiskey. Then you very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver. And you toss incriminating evidence into his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look at the figure. The silhouette is a police officer in uniform, and he beckons you to approach. He goes to the figure. As you approach the man, pulsating lights around, you get dimmer and dimmer while your pain in your head increases.
I know
fall to the
you.
ground.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
Oh, the
It
alien's
was
like...
all your fault.
Oh, the alien's like a representation of, his
I know
sister.
what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
Oh.
And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it.
Oh.
Say it, James.
Oh, okay, so my theory was
Say it.
correct.
Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James.
Okay, I ended the recording.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Aition. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow. Okay, so we're back to watching Stories Untold. And the music's kicking back in. Here we go. And that's how it ends. Wow. Okay, so my little theory was correct, so that's how it all went down. Dang. Interesting. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite horror anthology games that I've honestly played. Now I know there's like other really good anthology games like Until Dawn. Heard that's a really good one. I mean, granted, it's not an anthology, but it's a, it's a choice-making game. It's kind of like Detroit, Become Human. I was actually kind of thinking about playing that for the channel, even though it's not a horror game. But I just really like the game. But yeah, that's how it all went down. That's interesting. I like that. I like it a lot. So to kind of like summarize all the events, so we play as a character named James Aition, and he was going off to America for 6 months, and his parents threw him a New Year's Eve party, and unfortunately he gets a little bit too drunk on the whiskey that his dad gave him, and his sister asked him to take her home. He is drunk driving, swerving all over the road, not taking the right exits, or, well, he takes the right exit. He smashes into an officer, Officer Hennings, and he plants the whiskey that he had on the officer, making it seem like the officer caused the crash and not him. Then, therefore, Jennifer dies on contact, and so does Officer Hennings, and James is taken in for a coma, and then he is put into a medical facility, and making up these fabricated stories to cope with his guilt of killing his sister, Officer Hennings, and losing his family as well. Which all of these stories are false events that James recalls from his memories from his time in the coma. Just simply because he's racked with guilt. Oh, I like how that changed. It says Centra David, Sessions 1 through 4, James Aition, Dr. Alexander. Okay. Well, that was it, guys. That was all of Stories Untold. So please make sure to like... Oops. I dropped my controller. Okay. So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for an upload brand new videos. And make sure to follow my social media links down in the description below to join the Ghoul Renegade. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!